Welcome to this master course on social media marketing. My name is Dennis and I will be the one to take you from beginning to the end. Social media marketing is almost the same with social media management, but there are very slight differences. But if you want to learn social media management, you can check right on this channel. I have a complete course on social media management that can help you. But for today, we are going to be talking about social media marketing and you're going to be seeing the differences. We are going to walk you through how to run advertisement. We are going to walk you through how to use all your social media platforms to run ads, to market your product, to market your business. We are going to teach you everything that has to do with this particular skill: how to do write-up, how to do graphics, how to do video editing, how to do anything that has to do social media marketing. At the end of this course, you should be able to market your brand properly on social media. At the end of this course, you should be able to know how to use Facebook, Instagram to drive traffic to either your website or any place. At the end of this course, you should be able to know how to create content like graphics, write-up, content like email scripts, some content like videos, in order to market your brand. At the end of this course, you should be able to know the modalities, the techniques, the strategies that is best for you to market your product. If you are taking this course because you want to take it as a skill to earn money from it, at the end of this course, we'll be able to give you good website, good places where you'll be able to look for jobs and be hired as a social media marketer. Social media marketing is one of the top skill in 2025 and I'm glad I'm giving it for you for free. The only thing you have to do for me is kindly like this video, share this video so that we'll help get more publicity and I'll keep making free content for you. This course is given to you from Express Tech Academy. We are here to guide you and give you all the digital skills to make money online in 2025 completely for free. We're also going to give you a certificate if you want. You can just tell us in the comment section. We'll add you to our community where you will meet our tutors who will mentor you step by step to become a proficient person. So enough of all the talk, let's dive in and talk about social media marketing. All right, the course title is Social Media Marketing, a complete guide from beginning to the end. And then my name is Omlegata Dennis again. I am the academic director in Express Tech Academy. You can reach out to me on this number you are seeing right here. Social media marketing. At the end of this course, you should be able to master the art of social media marketing. Now let's go to the next. Introduction to social media marketing. What is social media marketing? Like I said before, there's a difference between social media marketing and social media management. But social media marketing is a strategic use of social media platform to promote a brand. The strategic use of social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and a whole lot of them to promote your brand, no matter the kind of brand you have. Why? The difference between social media management and social media marketing is simple. In social media management, you are maintaining a brand's presence. You are managing a brand's presence, posting contents to ensure that your brand is on social media. Meanwhile, social media marketing is you are marketing your product. The difference is that in social media marketing management, you might not be directly marketing a product. You just want to maintain your presence. But in social media marketing, every of your actions, every of your posts are towards marketing. So that's the difference between the two. So if you want to market your brand, this course is good for you. If you want to take the course because you want to earn money from it, this course is for you. We're going to tell you step by step. Each slide is a step towards you becoming a master. Like again I said, we are going to guide you and give you a certificate, mentor you completely for free, and it will help you. Now let's go again. Now, developing a social media strategy. Now, in social media marketing, we have known what social media marketing is: using a strategic means of promoting your brand on social media platform. There is a strategy you need to use. All right, and in this strategy, I put them in 5 bullets. Number 1 is define your objectives. You must have to define your objective. Why am I marketing this brand? Why is this brand existing? Why do I have to market this brand on Facebook? If you want to create an advertisement, you want to advertise, let's say you want to advertise this phone, what is the major reason why I'm advertising this phone? Is it for publicity? Is it for awareness? Or you want to drive sales? So you must have to know the reason why you're on Facebook, the reason why your brand is on Instagram and all of that. So number one, this is very important, because you must know the why of your business. Because if you don't know the why of your business, you will not know you will not know the how. That is how to implement this thing. So number one, know the how. So as I'm talking to you now, put it down. Write why my business. You can write 5 of these things why your business is existent, or why your business is on Facebook. You write them down. All right. Now in the why, in the objectives, your objectives must follow these 5 steps. I call them the SMART. Number one, the SMART. X is specific, N is measurable, A is achievable, R is relevant, T is time-bound objectives. Now I say your objectives must follow these 5 things. Number one, specific. When you want to run an advertisement, or you want to, let's say, make a post on Facebook about selling your brand, you have to be specific. That, like I said again, I'll be using this phone as an instance. So you have to be specific. As I'm marketing this brand, what do I want? Do I want people to just know that this kind of phone is existing, or do I want to sell this phone? So that when you are writing your script, or you are doing any graphic, you will include sell and not just brand awareness, or you are not just making people know about the product. So you have to know, you have to be very specific. For example, you want to grow your online presence, and you need 1,000 subscribers in 1 week. You try to set up your things. You need to be specific and say, I want 1 subscribers this month. No, you have to be specific and say, I will need 10,000 subscribers this month. And then by that, you'll be able to know how to put everything together in order for you to now achieve that goal. So if your goal is not specific, you may not be able to hit that goal. So your goals must be specific. Your goals must be measurable. Let the goal not be hasty. So if you say you want 10,000 followers in 1 month, of course you should know that that comes with a lot of responsibility. And if you don't have the finances or the logistics needed to make that happen, you know that that's not measurable. That's not going to happen. So you have to set some goals that will make that happen. A lot of people fail in the beginning of the year, because they say they want to do so thing this year. Meanwhile, they know that they don't have that capacity. They are only hoping, when they don't have the logistics, the capacity to make that happen. So you have to set goals that you can actually achieve. This is very important as a social media marketer. The next one is achievable. Of course, I just explained that. The next one is relevant. Your goals, your objectives must be relevant to your brand. Right? Whatever you are posting on social media, whatever you are doing on social media must be in line with what you are doing. It must be relevant. Like if you set goals, it is only those goals you will be doing every single day. One thing you do every day should be a step forward towards actualizing that goal. So don't go and just post things randomly because people are following the trend. You always post things that are relevant to your niche. All right. Even if you are managing somebody's online presence, or you are a social media marketer for somebody, you have to understand this principle as well. Always post things that are relevant to their niche. Don't go and jump and post other things simple because those things are trending. No, always narrow it to your niche. And of course, it must have a time bound. You see, the reason why people fail, I actually say this, I would say it most time, is because, you see, they come from the beginning of the day and they have 12 goals. All right, they have 12 goals to accomplish for this year, for a particular year, and they'll tell you, oh, these goals I will accomplish this goal this year. But each of the goals does not have a time bound. They just spread the whole goals across the whole year, and then when they don't accomplish 1 or 2 goals, 3 goals in January, they'll tell you by February they'll tell you there's still time until we land in December. So if you want to say you want to achieve, let's say, 10,000 followers, by when? Is it by the end of the month, by 15 days, or in 30 days? Or you have to be specific with your goals. You see, these things I'm teaching you before we jump into the practical are very important, because you need these things to step by step in order to help you do these practicals we are going to be showing. We are going to be showing you full practicals on how to do everything, especially the ads and all of that. All right, but then you have to understand what I'm teaching. Right, so example of such goals that have time bound is, example of objective is, maybe you want from brand awareness, engagement, lead generation, website traffic, sales conversion, and all of that. All right, so now we have the second one is identify target audience. Like I said, the social media strategy I'm giving to you is, number one, identify your objectives, and I say objective must pass through the litmus test of SMART. And I just mentioned that. Now the second strategy for you to grow on social media and market your brand appropriately is you must identify your target audience. Your brand is not for everybody. The brand you are working for will not be for everybody. All right, so your brand will be for almost everybody. All right, your brand is designed for just a specific people and not just everybody. So if you were selling, let's say, baby stuffs, you should know that those things are specifically to babies. All right, if you are selling this phone, you should know that most of these phones are specifically for adults, although these days we have underage that are using phones. But then you should know the kind of people you are targeting. Your brand may be only for the female, your brand may be only for the male, your brand may be for only adults, your brand may be for only children. You have to understand the target audience. It's only when you understand the age, the location, by target today we mean the interest, the location, the age. That is the kind of people that want your product. That's when you'll be able to target your audience towards it. Now, like the advertisement I'm going to show, like the page on Facebook I'm going to be using to advertise or to using to as a case study for this course, you're going to see that most of the analytics of people visiting that page are coming from Lagos. Meanwhile, I'm operating this page from Abuja. So you are going to understand why. So if you are selling a product that is worldwide, good. If you are selling a product that is only in Nigeria, good. If you are selling a product that is only in Abuja, only Lagos, only Calabar, only Port Harcourt, is good. But you have to understand this as well. Understand the kind of people that want you and understand where they are, their interests, how they behave, and all of that. And that is why we are going to be digging deep to teach you about that. All right. So the next one is platform selection. Like we are going to see, we are going to see that we have more than 8 platforms. We have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have TikTok, we have LinkedIn, we have Twitter, we have plenty of them. All right, now the ability of you to select the right one for your brand, or if you are working for somebody, you select the right one for that your company to use, is what makes you a good social media marketer. All right, so because your brand may not actually be using all the social media platform, your brand may not be in all the 8 platforms or all the 7 and 9 platforms, but your ability to select these particular things is what makes you stand out. Now, in the platform selection, I want to mention these 2 things. For you to select a good platform for your company, you need to understand 2 things. Number 1, you need to understand who your brand is for, who your brand is targeting, which I just talked about at the target today. Who needs your brand? And then from there, you now ask yourself, who these people that needs me, where are they? Which of the platform do they use most? So you have now come to understand that if you need people, if your brand is targeted as younger people, you will know that Facebook will be a must, TikTok will be a must, Instagram will be a must. If your brand is targeting at business people, you will know that LinkedIn is a must, Facebook is a must. If your brand is targeted at concurrent things, you should know that X, that is Twitter, it must be involved. If your brand is for education, you should know that YouTube is a must where you are watching this movie, this video. All right, so you should be able to know who your brand is for, and then from there you ask yourself, where are they? And then the second one also is that you must know the detail. Okay, the second one is that you must know the functions of these platforms. If you don't know who the social media Instagram was designed for, you won't know how to know. You won't know just what I just said now. If you don't know who TikTok was designed for, was TikTok designed for adults? Was it designed for children? Was it designed for teenagers? Was it designed for younger people? You should be able to know this. Who was LinkedIn designed for? So in selecting a platform, 2 things must come into mind. Number one is that you must know who your brand is for, and number 2 is that you must know the functions of these particular platforms, which I'm going to show you the functions for each of them, because we're going to do social media overview. All right, so that is that for that. You must know how to select a good platform for yourself. Now let's do an overview of platforms. Now some of you may not be familiar with some of these platforms, some of you are already familiar with them, but then you give me a small time, I'm going to walk you through how the interface of all these things look, and I'm not going to take time, it's just going to be a little bit fast, and then we'll come back. All right, so now I'm going to start from Facebook. Right, I'm going to start from Facebook. Facebook is designed design is like a community, right? It's like a community that houses people, houses markets, houses companies, right? So that's what the reason why I say it houses companies, it houses people, it houses market is that on Facebook is like we have communities, we have groups, we have pages, we have marketplace. All right, so it's just like on your community, you go to the market. On Facebook, you can also go to the market to sell. Right, so Facebook is one of the largest, and of course, is the best. All right, so now this is the Facebook platform. This is the Facebook platform. You can see that here we have Express Learning. This is the name of the page. We have, if you want to run advertisement, you can go here and then you can do Meta Business Suite, which you are going to see later. This is a platform where you can use to manage all your presence, and then professional dashboard where you can see everything. When we are talking about analytics, I will bring you back here. All right, so all right, so we have all these, we have feeds, we have group, we have all these are all the pages I'm currently managing, and then all of that here. This is where you can go live. This is a photo, video. This is where you can post reel. The difference between a video and a reel is that a reel is between 60 seconds to 90 seconds. Meanwhile, a video can take any length. All right, a normal video can take any length, and it can only be accommodated within your page. But the reel can go beyond your page. So if you create a video that is just 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and 90 seconds, that's a reel, and it has a probability of going wide. And if you post it on Facebook, Facebook will automatically make it a reel. All right, so you have to understand that as well. So this is it. You have to post photos and all of that, and then you can come to this in your phone as well. You can see all of this. You can see a three-dotted line on your phone where you can be able to find this. So this is where if you want to make a post, this is story, this is real life event, art, group event, and all of that. We have plenty of them. If you come down, you can see that Meta AI is integrated, Thread is integrated, WhatsApp is integrated here, because all of them are affiliated. And then you can see that we have pages. There's a difference between a page and a profile, and you cannot. A page is like you want to get a presence for your business, then a profile is like you want to get a presence for yourself. So there are two different things. All right, but then these days you can also convert your profile to a professional page, so you can also do that. So this is it. So you can come here, you can see that we have a professional dashboard which we are going to see. So this is how the overview looks on the laptop. Even on your phone, you can see that it will also look some of this way. We'll come back to this professional dashboard, but then let's go to TikTok. Now this is TikTok. All right, you can see that this is TikTok, and TikTok look a bit like Instagram, which I'm going to show you. It has the current things on your feed, the explore if you want to know more people that you are currently following, your own friends that are following you. Then if you want to upload something, then if somebody make an activity, like somebody like your post, comment on your post, follow you and everything, you see them on the activity. Somebody send you a DM, you see it there. You can also go live. All right, so we have other people who are going live, and then this is my profile and all of that, and these are the pages. Also Instagram also have TikTok also have pages, and also have profile. Pages are for your businesses, profile are for your own personal self. All right, so that is that for that. So let's go to Instagram, and then I will show you how Instagram looks. So we are just done with that. This Instagram also looks exactly like TikTok, right? Because all these two platforms are designed for video sharing and picture sharing. In fact, Instagram initially was designed for picture sharing. So they can't post a lot of nonsense here, a lot of write-ups here, right? This more of videos, this more of images. The same thing happens with TikTok. TikTok is completely a video sharing platform. So you have to know that if your brand is not a video, does not produce video, it has nothing to do with TikTok. But if your brand is for a younger, like TikTok is for a younger generation, Instagram also is for a younger generation, but we now have a lot of high-minded people who are on Instagram, but they are not on TikTok. Most of them are not on TikTok. So you have to understand how this works. Instagram is for video sharing, picture sharing, and then with small write-up. Don't put plenty write-up on Instagram. You can put a lot of content on Facebook, all right, and LinkedIn. I'm going to show you. This have to just know about it. So it has the same thing, but it has an AI studio, which is a new feature. It has Meta AI. Of course, you know that the same person who has Instagram is the same person who has Facebook. So almost all the features are the same. So this is it. If you want the same thing I just taught you from this end is here. If you want to see your dashboard, the analytics, which you are going to see later, this is here you see here. And then the next platform is X, which is Twitter. Of course, you can see that this is X, almost the same platform, the same features are almost here. Twitter is mostly for concurrent events, something that is currently trending. That's why you see that most of these things that are trending are erupting from Twitter. All right, Twitter is has to do with news, what is happening now. All right, so if you want your product to always be trending, so you can use this. And here on this one of the best feature on Twitter that I like is the feature we call um okay, sorry, what is happening, or on your phone you will see it trending. So it's always telling you what is currently trending in Nigeria, so that you can be able to, oh sorry, trending everywhere. All right, but for my own is targeted to Nigeria. So Nnamdi Kanu is trending, Shetima is trending, Inter Miami is trending, because I think they have a match yesterday, and then I don't know why Shetima is trending, and then me golden era is trending. I don't know why it's trending. So you have to know, this is where you see what is trending. And if you use some of these hashtags on your write-up, which I'm going to show you later, your write-up is going to be more public. All right, so this is this. And then we have to come to LinkedIn, and then of course I'm almost done with all the overview. So this is LinkedIn. Your LinkedIn is completely for professionals. I always say this, that Tony Elumelu is my mentor, all right, from afar. But then I always notice that he's not the one managing his Facebook, Instagram, and other platforms. But if you see LinkedIn, he's the one managing it. You see, that's why I always teach that you can find jobs on LinkedIn. That's because recruiters come to LinkedIn to look for people to hire, because LinkedIn is for career people. If you have a presence on LinkedIn, it means that you're a career person. It means that you are professional. It means that you are oriented. It means that you know what you are doing. All right. So they always come here to hire high-minded people. That's why you can see that we have jobs here. We have messages. We have all of that. See, if you want to build a career, you must have a link. Like I said many times, there's a video on my channel here that talks about the skills you need. How to build a good CV, right? That particular video, I said in that video that you cannot have a good CV without a LinkedIn link, because professionals expect you to have a presence here. All right, so if you want to manage your business, here is a must. And of course, here as well, you can have your profile, you can have your page. Of course, you know that this platform is Express Tech Academy. I'm teaching under the platform of Express Tech Academy, and then we also have a page here. You can see all that is going on here. So you can come here and see more for yourself. If you want to create a page, you can see create company page and all of that. If you want me to do a detailed video about all of this, you can as well let me know. So we have to go away from here. You can have to go away from here. And then the next platform is Pinterest. Pinterest is good, but most of the times I use it for my graphic editing, because I have sourced for content from here, right? But then it's also a good platform where you can also post. But there are a lot of people here. There are a lot of people here who are not even Nigerians, who are not in Africa. There are people here who are in US, UK. So if you want to target a foreign audience, Pinterest is good. So it's just majorly sharing anything that's educational, just the way I showed you on LinkedIn. So this is educational purposes and all of that. And then I have to show you this platform they call Thread. All right, Thread is also a platform. You know that the person who invented or who created Twitter is the person who is the owner of Thread. When he sold Twitter to Elon Musk, he had to create another platform, which is Thread. And Thread is also a very good platform. I have a presence with almost all of them. It's just that most times I'm not active with all of them. That's why I said you may not be your business may not be in all the platforms. You may not be doing this social media marketing stuff in all the platforms, but you just have to select the ones that are best for you by the two criteria that I just gave you during the class. So this is a platform. It's very simple platform. If you want to make a post, you can click on here and then you make your post and everything. This is it. Look nice, right? So this is what everything is. I think and then the last but not the least here is YouTube. Almost all of you know what YouTube is, so there's no need. Of course, you are here on YouTube watching, so there's no need working here again. So this is the overview of all the platforms. So if you know all this platform, is very nice for you because it's good. All right. So we will now go to the next slide. Now we are still talking about the core, the trend. We are still talking about the strategy that you can grow on social media. All right, the strategy that you can use for your social media marketing. Now, number one, I said you must define your objective. Number two, I said you must you have a specific target audience. Number three, I said you must know how to select platforms, which is very important, so that you can't be toiling without result. And then the fourth one here is competitor analysis. You must do audit. You must audit. See, there is nothing you will do today that you are the first person to do it, right? You are not the first person to do anything at all. There are people who are already doing that business. As a social media manager, what I usually do is, if I assume my duties in any organization, what I do is I first of all know who is the competitors of who are the competitors of that brand. For example, I was working for a Piccadilly paint, and a company that sells paints. So the first thing I did was that I went to Google and I typed top 10 paint production company in Nigeria. The names come up, I picked their names, I went to Facebook, I typed the names. If they have a social media presence, it will come up. I see whatever they are doing and I model after it. You see what they are doing, and then if it's giving them results, and then you have to you have to duplicate, not duplicate, you have to create your own content in like manner. If they're always making content about their product, making content to make their customer feel better, you can also create content like that. So there's still people are already doing what you are doing. You just have to study what they are doing and then try to create it and put it in a more way that it will look more better. So that is that. So competitor is one of the, in fact, this is one of the best strategy, because we have a lot of people who are doing these things, doing what you are doing. So you just have to know what is working for them, what is not working for them, so you can actually make that result. All right. So the next one is, now we are now talking about content marketing in social media. This is the topic: content marketing in social media marketing. Content marketing, how to now market content. We have types of content. We have write-ups, we have images, we have videos, we have audios, we have infographics, right? We have images, we have videos, we have infographics. Write-ups, normally you see like write-ups on your Facebook, on everywhere. The images, graphics, of course, you know, a picture like me can be an image. When you design a graphic through Canva or CorelDRAW or Photoshop, those are graphics, videos, audios, and of course, you should know these are the real content that you need. But the most important of them are the write-ups, the images, and the videos. But if your brand uses audio and infographics, it's also good. Infographics mostly are used on LinkedIn. Now, what are the categories of this content that we have marketed? Your contents can be, should be educational. You should produce content that educates people, that inform people. Then you should produce content that entertain people. Don't be a boring folk, right? Don't be boring all the time, boring people with education. Sometimes free their nets, make them laugh a little, all right? Entertain them. And then we also have promotional. Sometimes you post educational, you post entertaining, and then of course you should know that this is marketing, social media marketing. Then you should not post things that sells. Even when you are entertaining people, at the end of the day, you can even sell your product. When you're educating somebody, at the end of the day, you can even sell your product. All right, so you can also write this promotional. You can use user generated etc. All right, so we have content funnel like TOEFL, awareness, engagement, consideration, conversion. That is the content funnel. You can know your content funnel by the awareness, that is how far your brand has gone, how far people engage with your brand, and how many sales do you get from those contents. All right, so content calendar scheduling with a global base. Of course, this one is being studied in, I teach this in social media management, not social media marketing. So but there's a video on my channel here that talks about how to schedule a post on Facebook, so you can just look that up. But you can actually schedule a post in any platform. Now we are still talking about content marketing, and I've showed you the types of content, the categories of content, and the content funnel. Now I'm going to talk about content creation and management. This is a real deal. This is where the real work is. This is, in fact, to me, this is very important, because you are on the press, you're there. One of your major work or task on social media will be to create content, right? Like we said, we have audios, videos, infographics, write-ups, graphics. How do you create all of them, right? Now Now, for content planning, you can develop content calendars. Like you can wake up in a week and say, on Monday I'm posting this, on Tuesday I'm posting this. All that one is for your discretion, and then you can align content with your own marketing goals. All right, so I'm going to teach you how to okay, content types and format. Now this is where I need to teach you something. In this content types and format, you need to understand that when we went to Facebook, when we were on Facebook, you notice that on Facebook we have something like, I thought somebody like videos, I thought that something like reels, and of course you check here, you see that we have something like stories. All right, so this particular aspect is talking about how many types of content do we have. All right, yeah, you can post how many yes, types of content you can post on this particular platform. We have content like images, we have videos, we have reels, and we have stories. All right, all these places you can actually, in fact, if you are a social media marketer and you're looking for a way of making money, this is even a good strategy for you, because you can tell your clients that I'll be posting in all these platforms, on all, creating content for all these kind of formats, and then your work is going to be tedious and you need more payment. All right, so you can create stories are just like, you can put your image on the story, you can put graphics, you can even put a video, you can put write up on stories. Reels is specifically videos, but you can convert images or graphics to videos and all of that. Images, you can put your image, you can put your graphic and everything like that. So that is that. Blog is something like write up, so it's very simple for you to understand. So what are the tools to now create this content? Because this is what is more important to me. What are the tools to create this content? I always emphasize that you use Canva to create your graphics for social media, because canva.com is a free software. It's a software that helps, it's a software for digital creators. It's not like, it doesn't take you time like a Photoshop or CorelDRAW, where you have to spend some hours because you want to create one graphic, right? So it's not something that will take you that kind of time. So let's come to Google. Let's come to Google here, and then come to canva.com, and then it's going to bring us to this interface. My interface is showing this color because I'm the one who customized it like this. Your own on default will be showing black. So if you don't have it, you can go to Play Store and download Canva, or you can go to Google and type canva.com and create it. Of course, you can see that this is the work I've been using. This is one of my best tools. All right, so this is it. And then of course you are seeing that you can create your own project from the beginning, or you can actually use a template. So let's say we want to create a content for real estate. So I will just put real estate graphic template. Of course, you will see that a lot of templates are going to come up, and then you're going to choose one. Okay, so you can see that we have a lot of templates that comes up. You can see this one. So if you want to create a design like this, you can just, what you need to do is just click on customize, and then it's completely for free and it's legal, right? So you got just to customize it, put your name, put your logo and everything, and then at the end of the day you click on download and it's going to download for you. So this is very simple, right? But then this is not our major aim for this course, because I'm not going to be teaching you how to do it. But I have a course here that talks about the complete course on how to use Canva, complete from part 1 to part 3. Everything how to do Canva is here. All right, so that's how to do that. But if you know how to use Photoshop and other platform, why not? You can go ahead, but Canva is the best to create graphics. All right, now the next one is, if you want to create content like video, I suggest you use this app they call CapCut. All right, we have InVideo platform, we have CapCut, we have DaVinci, we have Premiere Pro, we have a lot of them, but the one that is specifically for creators is CapCut, InShot, InVideo, DaVinci. Premiere Pro is a very heavy software, so you may not be able to use it on phone, so you can only use it on laptops. But this one gives you everything that creators need. CapCut, so you can use CapCut. Go to Instagram, go to Play Store, download it. Or if you need a professional CapCut completely for free, tell me in the comment section, I will give you that completely for free. Of course, you need something like Hootsuite or something like Buffer to schedule. Like I said it before, you need some platforms to manage these things. There are things where you need to manage. There are tools you need to manage your product, your profile. Like if you need an automation tool, like something you want to post on one website and it cross post on all other websites for you, you can actually use them. Hootsuite is the best. Buffer is also good. But then that I always say this, especially when it has to do with social media tools. I always say this, that the inbuilt feature in each of these platforms is the best. Like this thing, we have Meta Business Suite. Meta Business Suite is one of the best platforms to use in order to the best platform to use in managing your Facebook, Instagram, and I think yes, even TikTok has Meta Business Suite. So all these things are good because Buffer and other things I just mentioned, Hootsuite that I just mentioned, most of them are not free. You can use the free version, but there's a limited time or limited there's a limit to how you can use those platforms, but you can use all these things. For example, if you want to schedule a post, you can't schedule a post from your normal Facebook Lite. You can only schedule it from your Facebook. I have a video on the channel that talks about that as well, how to schedule a post on Facebook. But you can also schedule it from Meta Business Suite. So let's click it. It's going to take us to Meta Business Suite. Of course, it's a click a post, and where we're going to click a post, and then let's say digital marketing is a good course. Digital, because I want to show you practically how to do that. Digital marketing is a trending course. Get it now for free. Okay, so let's say this is it, and then let's say you want to schedule this post from here. It's just for you to come down, you see scheduling options, you click on scheduling options, you click here, and then you choose when you want it to be. I want it tomorrow. My Instagram is already connected here as well, so I want it 6 o'clock, but this should be AM, not PM. This should be AM. And then when everything is done, if you want to bring in images, you can of course bring in images, see add photo, see add video. Once you are done, you click on schedule, and then it's going to schedule. So scheduling means that you want this post to publish tomorrow at the time that we set it on. Whether you're online or you're not online, whether your data is on or your data is not on, it's going to come up for you, right? Now that is what it is. Now, but then we are not going to go into that again, because like I said, this is not a social media management class. This is a social media marketing class. This is still the preface. We are going to dive deep into what the real marketing is. All these things is for you to know how to manage content, because as a marketer, you must know this. All right, so this particular aspect is the aspect that will help you to know how to do all of these things. So as that, of course, engagement strategy, you can craft compelling captions or call to action, engagement, and all of that. So now here we are. This topic here is now one of the best topics I want you to pay attention to. Now, this topic is one of the best topics that you will ever come across as a social media marketer. Crafting an effective message. How do you write your write-ups? How do you create your write-ups that actually convince? Remember, I said there's a difference between creating content for marketing and creating content for just a management purposes. All right. So if you are just doing a normal write-up, it's different from when you're creating. Normally, this topic was not supposed to be here, but I put it here because this is a copywriting topic. It will help you to create a content that is convincing. All right, crafting an effective message. That if you want to craft an effective write-up, your write-up must follow this thing we call the AIDA model. Those of you that I teach in copywriting course, you will notice that I talk about the AIDA model over time, because this is how to write a persuasive content that can convince a customer so that you'll be able to make purchases. All right. Now your content must, one, carry attention. That's what we call the AIDA model. The AIDA model, A in the AIDA means attention. Your headline, your caption, the first thing you write must be able to convince somebody that what you're about to write, they need it. So it must draw their attention. Your headline must be very compelling. Number two is interest. Use relatable and engaging content to maintain focus. You must be able to capture their interest. When you write your headline, the next thing to do is draw them closer. And I always say you should use something like stories, something like experiences. to bring them closer. People like to hear experiences. People like to hear stories. If they start reading the story before you convey your message, they will follow. But if you start giving them jargon before you give, they may not even know that you say a story down there. Alright, so number one, attention by giving a good headline. Number two, use stories and anything that is related to what you are writing to give them what they want. The next one is desire. In the desire here, I mean, but after you have drawn them closer, you have used a story to relate what you want to do, always mention or highlight your benefit more than the features. What I mean is that if this is my phone, all right, if this is my phone, all right, and I'm about to market this phone, all right, during the marketing of this phone, I will highlight what this phone can do, what it can do that other phones cannot do. Not actually the fact that this phone is black, this phone is tall, this phone have no. The thing is what this phone can do. People are interested in what your product can do for them, not the beauty of the product. See, people actually buy value, not the container. So your product may not be weird, may never be. I know that branding is very important, but then the value of the content is what will keep a loyal customer. All right, so you must highlight the benefit, highlight as many benefits as possible, and then you can just minimally mention the features, but your interest should be on the highlighting of the benefit, because it is what will make them purchase. If they know that if they buy this thing, this thing can do over 20 things for them, why not will they not buy it? They will buy it. One of the native herbs that is in high demand and sell is this thing I think they call moringa or something. I forgot the name of that thing, and I'll bring it up when I need. They said that thing can cure over 36 sicknesses. And that's the reason why people are going to. So when they say this one can sell, the people will go to it. So if you need to highlight more of the benefits of what you are doing, we are buying a pen from you. No, we don't care to know how the container looks. Meanwhile, branding is good. But what can this pen do that other pens cannot do? If you want to buy clothes from you, why should we buy this clothes from you, not from others? Those are the benefits. And then the next one is action. Always include a call to action. We call it CTA, a call to action, to where when you are done writing your write-up, like the heading, you use stories, you highlight the benefits, and of course, you must always put a call to action. Don't always assume that because you have mentioned the benefit, then the customers now know already what to do. No, always ask them, do you want to purchase? Please contact this number. Do you want to check? Please DM me. Do you want to check? Please comment. Do you download this app? All of those things. So you must do that very well. And then there are some tips here that can keep you very well in that. I said, they say keep it simple and avoid jargon. Please don't use big grammar. I've used big grammar before. I used to say it when I'm teaching in the Espresso Academy. I've used big grammar before, but then it doesn't help anything. So if somebody is reading what you are writing, what you wrote, and then he's not understanding it, he will go off. So always use simple English and then simple sentences to convey your message. And then of course, don't write and jump out. Always give spaces so that people will always feel the flow. And then address the audience directly using you. This one is when you are doing email marketing. And then of course, focus on benefits over features. I've said that over time. Now, the importance of headline, I've talked about this and I don't want you to go more further, but I've talked about this, that your headline is what people see first. That's what will make them to click to read more. So your headline must be very captivating. And what are the tips for writing a headline? Use numbers. If you use numbers like 5 ways to boost your sales in 2025, 5 ways to reduce weight loss, 5 ways to be successful, people are always going to see those 5 ways. All right, so 7 ways to do this, top 10 this, top 10 that, people are always going to see. So if we use some of these as headings, people are always going to do that. All right, ask some question. Is your website losing customers? Please, do we have a solution for you? So if somebody who is losing customer come across this, definitely he will come, he will try to read it, because he's losing customer and this thing is addressing directly to him. So always use questions as your headline. Or then you create a sense of urgency. You can just say, this thing I'm about to give you only lasts for 24 hours. Don't miss it. Then you start writing. The person will now say, what is this thing that only lasts for 24 hours? you will try to read it. So always create a sense of urgency that this product is not available. Product is only available for the next 10 minutes, or this thing has healed, let's say this drug has healed over 10 people in the past 10 years, and it's only available for the first 24 hours with only 10 in stock. People are always going to start to say, okay, this has healed people over 10 years ago, and it's only let me just grab my shot, and they are going to do that. So always try to put a limited time offer. And of course, the last but not the least in writing your headline is, if you create something like how to boost your business, how to create this, how to do this, how to see, even if you create a content on how to use this phone in the way you have not used before, people will still read that content, because that headline alone shows that I've been holding this. Is this something I've not been using with this phone? They will read. And then at the end of the day, you sell your product and you market your money. This is very important. All right. Now, the art of persuasion. Now, we are talking about writing a marketing script, a marketing content. All right. So your content must follow the elder model I just taught you, and then of course, during the content where you are writing, you must persuade. That in fact, copywriting is completely a persuasive kind of writing. I teach this a lot in Espresso Academy, and we have a course like that here on this channel. You can check it up. It's completely persuasive. It's just like, if they hire you as a copywriter, for example, it's just them hiring you as a marketer. So as a social media marketer, you should be able to know how to do copywriting. And I say this alone, that when you are writing, it's just as if I go to market to buy this phone, for example. All right, and the person is marketing that this phone has it, this phone has it. Even though I don't have up to the money to buy this, with all the amounts the salesperson is talking to me and telling me, you need to buy this, you need to buy this, I will always buy. I may go extra mile to buy this phone. All right, it's the same thing with you as a marketer. It's the same thing with you as a copywriter. You must write in a way that as if you are talking to somebody. You write in a way that as if you are you are communicating with somebody, so that you can be able to convince the person. Don't write as if you go to, this is not a blog post or articles. This is persuasive kind of writing. Write the way you feel, write the way you talk. Just the way you will be talking to someone to market a product is the way you talk when you are writing. So if you are putting this content on a marketing platform like Facebook or any of them, you must write it in this way. And in this a persuasive kind of content, I want you to understand that you need to understand how people's emotions work, so that you can suppress their emotions and bring the ego out. All right, so you need to understand how these people's emotions work. So if for example you were selling something like perfume, you need to write and describe how without perfume you smell, how you smell around your friends, you smell around your office. People may not tell you, but they may running away from you. You have to paint the picture clear, so that when the person is reading and sees this thing clearly, at the end of the day you say, so maybe this thing has been happening to me, I don't know, let me quickly buy this perfume so that I will stop it. So that is how it is. So if you were selling this phone, you may kind of describe the person's scenario in such a way that his phone has been falling and spoiling, just a small touch, the phone has crashed. I mean, you have to just paint a picture of, try to massage the person's problem, try to bring out the person's problem alive. When you bring out the person's problem alive, then you now introduce a solution. That's what persuasive content is. You must massage the person's. Persuasive content is completely emotional and it's completely logical. So you just have to sell your product by pressing their emotions and logically sell your product. All right, so that's what we have here. So appeal to desire, fears, or aspiration. Example: secure your family future today. Present facts. Start. Like if people have used this phone before, present facts of why they need your product. All right, and I've got example: over 95% of users report success within a month. Storytelling and creating. Of course, I've talked about this. Use stories in creating your content. Of course, I always say this: do not assume that your customers will always click your link, will always buy from you if you don't tell them what to do. That's what we call to action. Always tell them what to do. After the write-up, you can put now, sign up today, etc. So that's very, very important. All right. Now, this course is now the talk of town.